Boy, do I have a good video for you, for once. I know, shocking. But I also have some disappointing stuff that I have to talk about, which is entirely at the fault of, well, myself. But I think you'll understand why I did what I did, so we'll talk about it when we get there. Regardless, today's video is gonna be about cheaters, and I said to a lot of people in my DMs that I wasn't gonna make another video about cheaters because there really wasn't a whole lot that I could do outside of just talking about how they were everywhere, and then that would kind of be the end of it. No matter how much I say Uzu's never gonna improve the anti-cheat because I don't know, but he's not gonna do it, so I figured why even bother? But today isn't even about the anti-cheat. It's about the physical moderators that moderate the game itself and manually ban people. And because I know a lot of you are 6 and do not understand at all what I'm talking about because you can't differentiate between the two, I'm gonna explain them right now. You're welcome, 6-year-olds. The anti-cheat is the automatic system that kicks or bans people if they're cheating. It detects people based on a variety of factors. Some just directly seeing if you're using a known cheat and automatically banning you, and some detecting whether or not you're doing something that shouldn't be in the bounds of the game, i.e. going too fast. And for stuff like that, since it could be done accidentally, you just get kicked rather than banned. Some people have asked me a whole lot as to how they don't have checks in for people going the speed of light and not getting banned or kicked, and I've gotten a huge variety of answers from people who claim to be developers, but obviously you can't believe everything on the internet, so take everything I say here with a grain of salt. But they say that basically the whole thing is spoofed. The game doesn't actually think those people are going that fast. They effectively have a way of faking themselves to be always going a fair speed, meanwhile they're going Mach 6. And apparently that's really hard, if not impossible, to patch out. But again, I don't know if that's true or not because I'm not a developer, and these people that say they are developers don't really have any clearance. And while I know some of you may say that they don't have any reason to lie about it, I have run into far too many people that have zero reason to lie about things and lie about them all the time. Mostly for attention, which is a shame because it makes getting good information difficult, but it's the reality of the day, and it's especially more prevalent in younger people than it is adults. And as a surprise to no one, this is not a game that's played by a whole lot of adults. Now, we talked about the anti-cheat. What is the manual moderation? Well, that's the stuff that people are always complaining about, and for the record, they have been rightfully but also non-rightfully complaining for the last few months. People like Paragon, the head admin, and the people under him, the moderators, the senior admins, all of those people manually ban people via the YBA Discord. Or at least they should have been, anyway. There's a reports tab over there where you can manually report people, so those guys that get onto the leaderboard on YBA's SBR servers can't be on the leaderboard for too long because eventually someone's gonna see it and report them for blatantly cheating and they'll get manually banned. Now, why did I say that they should have been banning people but weren't? Well, that's where some of the complacency comes in from my end. Not really necessarily complacency, more so willful compliance because I agreed it was for the greater good. As a lot of you know, I talk to Paragon fairly regularly about YBA stuff and among other things. And the anti-cheat issue was something that I probably talked to him the most about because I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Even if the anti-cheat isn't working, we have a whole bunch of admins and moderators. How are these people on the leaderboards? That doesn't make any sense. And so eventually Paragon basically said, what I'm gonna tell you is sensitive information, so you can't tell anyone. And I was like, oh, that's great news. Wonderful. I'm sure that'll go over really well. And of course that information is now public, so that's why I'm coming here with it. Basically, the problem was there was a new exploit that had come out that made it so you could totally change your username on Roblox to somebody else's. So they could impersonate you, and then you would get reported, and the wrong person would get banned. Effectively, these people would be framing others for crimes that they committed. As a surprise to no one, I was framed on more than one occasion. But the unfortunate reality at that time was there was no gain from telling the community that didn't already know about the exploit. Think about it this way. If more people knew that the YBA staff team was just fully unable to ban people, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna stop cheating, or are they gonna cheat even more? And on top of that, what of the people who were cheating who didn't know about the name change thing? Now they were going to go do it, and potentially do it on other games and ruin those games as well under the pretense of easily being able to get away with it. So in other words, after my last anti-cheat video, I got this information, I got the answer, and I couldn't share it with any of you, and it really hurt. I kept getting DMs from people about anti-cheat and about these cheaters, and in fact, I'd get reports from people who were like, hey look, this guy's cheating, can you report him since I'm not in the YBA Discord? And I'd be like, sorry, I can't, but I can't tell you why. And it doesn't get worse than that, trust me. But anyways, aside from all that nonsense and all the fact that I had to sit there and basically take it, the problem has been solved. We've finally got a workaround, or probably had the workaround the entire time, but just had to confirm it with Roblox itself so we didn't continue to false ban people, or potentially false ban people. And that solution is the Roblox player menu itself. Paragon put out a little 30-second video on the announcements channel of the YBA Discord and in the report guidelines talking about how to report these things. But just in case you missed that, or you're not in the YBA Discord already, which then you wouldn't be able to report people now that I think about it, so maybe it's kind of pointless. Whatever, I'm gonna show you how to report people anyway, just in case you don't already know, so you don't waste your time giving them a useless report. Because of this new impersonation exploit, we need to go out of our way to prove that the person who is cheating is actually the person who is cheating. And the way we do this now is, first things first, the simple part. Simply take a recording of the person cheating in any way. Next is to show the Roblox player list on the right side of the screen, showing that that person is in fact in the game. And then the final two steps, open up the Roblox players menu by going into your escape menu, and then going to their avatar and viewing their avatar to make sure that the cheating avatar is the same as the cheating player. Now with all that information, you can throw that over into the reports channel in the YBA Discord and be gone cheaters. The more of you that do this, the less cheaters we're gonna have. So if you ever think, man, it's pointless, they never ban cheaters anyway, well, unfortunately that was true for a few months, but it's not anymore. So make sure that you start reporting if you stopped, and if you continued this whole time, I'm really sorry, you wasted a ton of your time. But you know what? It is what it is. Anyways, I don't think there's too much else I have to say on this video. I will say one thing, which is this video wasn't initially supposed to be this in the first place, so if you didn't like this video, totally my bad. The video coming out today was supposed to be an Eyes of Heaven video, but I recorded for an hour and forgot to turn my microphone on. Needless to say, that made me very, very, very angry, and yeah, the video did not get made, and I need to go record another one without any of the context from the previous video, which got basically deleted forever. Rest in peace, an hour of my time and endless frustration. But there's nothing I can do about that now, so whatever, we're done here. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you go out and report people, because I want to see these cheaters get banned. Also, you can leave a like and subscribe, because those are cool things too. If you didn't, don't do those things. Although, if you didn't like this video, you're probably cheating and kind of depressed right now, so fuck you anyway. And yeah, that's all. So have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you next time.